Well, here we are. Here we are in South Street Seaport, where I used to take my kids to play all the time. And this is next installment of malignant narcissist abuse through parental alienation, weaponized by the most corrupt government-sponsored racketeering system in the country, divorce court in specific wealthy neighborhoods. How is it accomplished? How is this mass child abuse accomplished in this country? Tell you exactly where we are right now. I just got word from through the grapevine that my ex is not holding up the sale of the apartment, not holding up the divorce in any way. She has sent over to the judge a decree that's supposed to be signed by the judge, even though I haven't signed it or seen it, that says, yes, I am to transfer the deed of the apartment that she put no money into. It's 1.9 of my out-of-pocket expenses and blood, sweat, and tears for the last 9 years. It's okay, it's a marital asset, but instead of her half, I'm giving her half, my half, and everything of the mortgage that's been paid down for the last 4 years. But here, I said in January, here are the keys, end this 11-year divorce. End this 11-year divorce, and you could have the keys, sell it for whatever price, rent it, do whatever you want, okay? So that's where we are right now. And now I got a divorce decree that says I'm to transfer everything over to her, the entire deed of the apartment, less the mortgage. You know, I have to pay off the mortgage because she's not going to take that. She'll just take the asset. And in return, that will be the end of the divorce. Nothing about the kids, nothing about my settlement offer of I only want time with my children. Time. But no, she is still now prepping the children for our November 4th potential date with the supervisor, the court supervisor, because got to show daddy as a criminal. But now she's teaching the kids, when you see your father and he's super happy to see you, he's not happy to see you. He doesn't miss you. He's manipulating you. He's really drunk or stoned or high or a wife beater or take your pick, okay? But that's the child abuse. Your father doesn't love you. He just wants to hurt me. Your father isn't so happy to see you. He isn't zany and lovable crazy. He's drunk or high, okay? He's a bad man. That's how the manipulation works. It has to be done through the children. It has to be the brainwashing of the children. Is there anything lower in human life? Is there anything lower to teach your own children lies? Teach your own children your daddy does not love you. He just wants to hurt you. Have them growing up lie on a basis of lies. That's how it's worked. That's how this works. I used to be able to walk around this area. That's the other thing too, is that what makes it work is that you have to hit the person so low that they, it finally erupt in rage. And then you ever see anybody in a rage fit? You don't look at that person and say, all right, this guy must be going through some crazy stuff. No, you look at somebody freaking out in a rage, and if he's got half a brain and a sharp tongue, it's real easy to, especially if you're being fed information along the way, to look at that person and want to believe, oh, this person is a maniac. Maybe it's because his children were stolen from him. Maybe that response is the only rational response to have. But nope, that's not what gets everybody millions and millions of dollars out of this thing. That's not what makes the racketeering work, okay? But November 4th, we'll see whether or not I see the children or not. I want to be positive, and I don't want to poo-poo it before it's happening, even though every therapist and doctor have told me that there is no chance that this person will just grow a conscience at one point. There's no chance. You know, if you die, then the malignant narcissist abuse will fall to them, and they will have their time in hell the way you've had your time in hell. So I know this looks like, oh my God, this is so ugly, two parents at each other, they just want nothing but to harm each other. I don't. I do not want my ex to lose her job, although she absolutely should, because the records show that she committed bank fraud. Okay, so I'm not going to feel bad about that. We all have to live by our behaviors. I always tell the kids, you want to know who's lying? You don't listen to what they say. You watch what they do. There's going to be a lot of people that don't realize that they're going to be held accountable for what they've done, what their behavior has shown they've done in this world of transparency. Because if you think that you're going to get by on hearsay, no. Everyone is going to be held accountable for their behaviors and their malfeasance. Because I won't rest until they do.